can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. There he goes to the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Rides the back on the option to give. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season now.
He'll take a shot. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Calls his own number. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Under fire. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Plows through the defense. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Gives it on the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Grab near the marker, it's Lacey. Got some room in under the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Looking for the time with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But
lost one deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wants to throw on third. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. There he goes. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. bringing it back. The 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Fighting off the defender. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On first down from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Young. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It'll be a draw. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Lee. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Wallace. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to run it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his man. It's Humphries. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen to see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pressure coming. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Now he's looking into the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incomplete.
Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got. And
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's got great speed. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Lost a throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyway.
There he goes. Powers through. Out of bounds, right on the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Rebels will have it first and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really rip.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Speeding down the left side. At the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Pocket breaking down. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Gives it on the option. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Crosses midfield. Past the 30, the 20.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone, bad decision, poor throw, it gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. They'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. They take the lead with the 6. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Got a man, it's Lee. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Fires on the move. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off the board. It's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking downfield on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Used the play fake, now to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first.
Looking for a huge play. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Steps out of bounds. He's all the way down to the 13-yard line, and they are in scoring territory. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense has settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch the... Holds it in down the sideline. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Trying to burn this defensive back. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Humphreys. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Simmons. looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wallace. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried
going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage. And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. In the window for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Young. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws to the back. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
To give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely center cut. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's got room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Simmons. That's reeled in, it's right. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking for room at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider penalty.
He'll keep it himself. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
But that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Frazier. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it on the outside, it's Young. Not much doing there, just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock.
When on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. With the line of scrimmage at the 40, it'll take a 57-yarder to try to save the day. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. With the line of scrimmage at the 40, it'll take a 57-yarder to try to save the day. It's good! A booming kick to win the game. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.